So good morning and welcome. My name's Allan Ryan. I'm the Executive Director of the Hargraves Institute, and it's a great pleasure to be up here to present this conference to you over the next 2 days. And I greatly appreciate that. I know a lot of people have come a long way to be here, and we hope that we can give you lots of informative new thoughts to take away and help you succeed in your business. This is part of what we call Conference Week. And so I'll explain in a second, but we started the conference in Brisbane on Monday. We had pre-conference events yesterday all over Melbourne. This is the main plenary day. We have workshops, we have the dinner tonight. We have a workshop day tomorrow, and then we finish off with a workshop day in Sydney. What I'd like to do is just do a summary of who Hargraves is, where we've come from, what our objectives are for 2012, because Hargraves is a membership organisation. We're a tribe. We're a group of companies and individuals that are all looking to succeed in our organisations to improve our performance, and Hargraves believes that the best way to do that is to connect and discover. And connect and discover is the theme of this year's conference, and we have got a great selection of speakers that have great experience. Over 80% of the speakers at this year's conference comes from members, and the knowledge of our speakers is fantastic, and I'm looking forward to them, but also the knowledge in the room, the connections that you can make. And if you want to meet anyone that you're not sure about, please come and tap me on the shoulder and I'll introduce you. The connections that you make is the most important things, and the discoveries that you take home is where we believe we add value. So the key quote there I love a lot is the fact that it takes tribes to make a difference, and Hargraves has always had the philosophy of working together. From small things, big things grow. Hargraves started with one conversation in 2005, and it was a conversation between myself and an innovation catalyst at a leading organisation, and I summarise it by saying the question was, how do you create extraordinary enterprises with ordinary people? How do you do that? How do you create extraordinary enterprises with ordinary people? Because in this room we don't happen to have a Bill Gates or a Richard Branson. We don't happen to have those sorts of geniuses that can change the world. We've got an awful lot of really smart people working really hard in their enterprises. So how do we create extraordinary enterprises with ordinary people? 12 founding members came together and said, we like the idea of collaboration, we like the idea of sharing knowledge. We have now over 50 members and many, many partners from all over the world where we share knowledge. We have thousands of contacts, thousands of names on our database. So if you have a question or an issue around innovation, then call us and we can help you out. I did a summary of some of the projects that we've done with some of our members and clients, and I had a look at some of the products that we help them with. And we don't develop products for our members, we coach and mentor members to develop the products themselves. And very quickly I came up with hundreds of millions of dollars of new product sales that we've been involved with. I nearly got to $1 billion, but that was a bit ambitious. So we've actually created, by working with members, significant value. This is our 9th conference. First conference was in 2004, started at the Museum of Contemporary Art in Sydney. It actually started before Hargraves was actually established. This week we have over 450 participations, we call them, which is people turning up to an event. And so you sitting here today we say is a participation. And so we've actually running through the workshop, through the conference week, starting in Brisbane on Monday, as I said, and finishing in Sydney on Friday. We've got nearly a dozen events, and different people coming to different events. And everybody here can invite other people in their organisation to come to the Sydney event, because your conference registration is actually a corporate pass, and you're allowed to send different people to different events. It drives Lisa bananas, but it's something that we do. This is what we're achieving. This is what our message is, what people have been telling us, is that we are a recognised Australian think tank and innovation knowledge hub. We're a think tank because we now know an awful lot of stuff about innovation from listening to our members. We're a knowledge hub because we connect members, the innovation community and hub. The second objective is the Innovation Think Tank, and the third objective is the Innovation Recognition Program. You'll notice that the word innovation is in front of all of those because that's our area of expertise. We know lots of stuff around innovation. We can answer lots of other questions around other topic areas by connecting you to other members. Our core focus is innovation. So in our innovation community, we have an annual calendar of events. We have fellowships and groups, and we have member-hosted events, which is how we operate. Hargraves' philosophy is having a very diverse group of member companies, which means we can never agree about anything. Because when you have such diverse organisations as public sector companies, fast-moving consumer goods companies, water companies, electricity companies, they all have very, very different agendas. And the way we serve them is to create subgroups and fellowships. And subgroups are around a topic area, and fellowships are when a group of individual members commit to working together for 12 months on a particular topic. And you'll be hearing the stories of our fellowships and groups tomorrow. Most important thing though is keep an eye on the Hargraves calendar and see what events and activities which now happen in Sydney, Brisbane and Melbourne. And this year we're starting in Adelaide as well, and then next year we hope to be in Perth. But the objective that we're doing for this year, which is new and different, is we want to map our community. We actually want to capture the knowledge, and this is called going the extra half a degree of separation, and we're partnering up with a company called Optimise who's been helping us for several years. So the aim is very simple. If that's Hargraves, if that's all the Hargraves members, Hargraves has connections to all the members. What we want to increase is, and that's what we call the first degree of separation, what we want to increase is the connections between members. The second initiative is our Knowledge Hub and Think Tank. We've been asked for a long time to write down all our knowledge and have a body of knowledge. And it doesn't work with innovation, because by the time you write it down, it's out of date. The knowledge is in people's heads. The knowledge is the connections. The knowledge is connecting people. So we're working with Darryl Mann from Systematic Innovation, and you'll hear more about this tomorrow, called the Innovation Capability Maturity, which says that organisations have a different maturity on the innovation journey. And if you understand your maturity, then you know what to actually do next. And so there are 5 steps, and I blatantly stole these slides from Darryl. There are 5 stages of innovation, from seeding, championing, managing, strategising and venturing. And you can see that the world's best companies are right up the stage 5 and 4 and 3 end. The vast majority of our members are down at the stage 1 and 2. And so if you want to innovate like Google or 3M or Procter & Gamble, it's a big jump from when you're sitting at the very start of your innovation journey. So how do you continue on your innovation journey? The other thing that we're looking to do later in this year, the most popular business book in innovation is called Growing by Design, Designing for Growth. Jean Leckie wrote that last year. We have a contact with Jean through Suncorp. Suncorp are here, and they actually, some of their research is actually in the book, and we're looking to bring Jean out in October, September, October time. And the reason why we chose this particular book is because it is at stage 1. There is no point bringing out speakers who are at stage 5 and talking to a bunch of audiences if you're at stage 1. The last and final thing I want to talk about is our Innovator Recognition Program. The Innovator Recognition Program is a major initiative. I was given a challenge 3 or 4 years ago as how can Hargraves make a significant contribution to Australia's economy. Rather than making a significant contribution just to our members, how can we do something bigger and bolder? How can we take the knowledge that Hargraves has and make it bigger and bolder and get it out to everybody? And that'll help all members, because your supply chains will improve, your customers will improve, etc. So with some assistance of IBSA, the Skills Council, we've developed this program. We've got some specialists on board to help us. Tess Julian from Ratio helped write it with all the knowledge of Hargraves. And this is something that in 2012 was in the pilot stage. We're looking for companies to come on board and work with us. In 2013 it'll go national. So we're actually calling for innovation activists, the people inside our members that are keen and enthusiastic about changing their company culture. So if you go onto our website now, on the top left-hand corner, you'll see this logo asking people to sign up and say, yeah, if you're interested, if you're an innovation activist or innovation catalyst, innovation champion, innovation something or other in your organisation, we want to know it and get you as part of this program. The program is uniquely different, and this is how the program works, is that the starting point is a charter of commitment, which means that the leadership of the organisation has to sign up. It doesn't work unless the leadership of the organisation signs up. Then we find in the organisation the practical innovators, the people who are doing it every day, and we recognise the practical innovators. Then there is an opportunity for training and development being delivered by registered training organisations. That step is uniquely different from every other innovation program. Normally it is, we've got an objective, let's train everybody and let's wait for the innovation to happen. This is, we've got an objective, we've got leadership commitment, we're going to find the people in the business with the passion, we're going to recognise the people in the business with the passion, and then we're going to develop those people. And the key to the success of the program is that 10 years of research at Hargraves has ended up with 8 core innovation principles that we know that if an organisation focuses and achieves these 8 core principles, then their innovation will improve. We're not telling you how to do it. We're not telling you which tools to use. We're not telling you do 1, 2, 3 and you'll get a perfect result, because innovation doesn't work that way. What we're saying is these are principles. You address the principles using your creativity. You come up with your own ways of achieving this. You come up with your own priorities, because not all 8 are high priorities for everybody. And so what we believe is that a principle-based approach means that you can have different innovation programs and achieve great outcomes, because the ultimate goal is how do we create extraordinary enterprises with ordinary people. And a principles approach is what we're recommending. And the Innovation Recognition Program has a whole framework, from the charter to training to certificates to RTOs, etc. So with that, that's our story of the last nearly 10 years. They're the 3 objectives that we're doing for the next 2 to 3 years and more. If it's innovation, then it's something that Hargraves is very passionate about, and we're also very passionate about how to help our members and partners become extraordinary enterprises and achieve your visions and goals.